What's up, guys? I'm IWrocker, and we are talking about my Power Wagon. Yes, the original, the OG, the Power Wagon that launched my channel. It actually has been over a year. It's been like a year and a couple months since I sold the Power Wagon. And basically, I'm just going to talk about, do I really miss it, what I miss about it, and ultimately what life has been like after the Power Wagon. Okay, so first of all, do I miss it? Of course. That truck was awesome, right? It was my daily for a while, so you really connect with a vehicle when you're in it every day. Not to mention, it was my toy as well. I do think going forward, that's a risky role, right? Your daily and your toy, if you're fortunate enough, you want to try and have those separated. Not that you can't do a daily and a toy, because I did it. But it's just very, I wouldn't call it stressful. That's too strong of a word, but, it's on your mind. When you're out having fun, you want to be actually having fun and not necessarily worrying about, wow, I got to drive this to work on Monday. So I don't miss that. That's for sure. But that thing, it held up. It was really tough. I put that thing through the ringer, that's for sure. I was not easy on it at all. I was probably harder on it than most people are with their trucks. So that's something I'm pretty proud of, and that I was able to document it through video so I can always look back. That's why I don't miss it terribly, because I can always kind of look back at those videos and just relive those moments. They were pretty fun. I missed the sound. That thing was really loud, like really loud in person. The thing with YouTube is like videos are really fun, but they don't do it justice when you're looking at, maybe like the size of a truck or the sound of a truck. That thing was way bigger in person than it looked on camera, and it was very, very loud, very loud. Starting it up in the morning was just absolutely crazy. But at the same time, being like a car guy and a truck guy my whole life, you kind of embrace everything. Like, I'm into a lot of stuff. I wasn't just into Power Wagons, so now I have, way more vehicles, and yes, they're older, but I tend to like that more. They're just as fun to me. They have their own experiences, and no, they're not as loud, and they're definitely not lifted, but it's just as fun. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm glad, I'm where I'm at. It's definitely nice not having a payment. That's the big thing. That truck was awesome, but obviously, being in my, mid-20s, I was not buying that thing, cash. So having a payment, I justified it first. But after a while, you get older and you want more. You want more things in life than just a truck, And even if you're making good money, like I was, you don't want to just throw money away every month. It's kind of crazy. So some people agree with that. Some people can do it, and more power to them, but not me. I became too frugal. I want to, I realized when you can save your money, you can really go far. Like, you can be free in a sense, and that's what I like. I like that security more than having a big flashy truck. Having that weight of a payment all the time. Like, all this money is going to be thrown away every month. We're talking big money here, guys. We're talking the payment, plus insurance was high on it, and the gas payment, of course, and daily driving it, constant maintenance, the oil changes, and what have you. We're talking big money per month, in the range of, $600 to $700 a month or more, because of all the insurance and gas costs going up. Not to mention the payment was fixed, obviously, but it was an expensive truck, that's for sure. Now, of course, what it did for my channel was invaluable, because it launched my channel, so I have that to thank for it. But what I miss more is the off-roading, the experience, being with friends and being out in nature and off-roading. And I don't miss that now because of the truck. I can still go off-roading. You can go off-road in anything if you want, but I would take my red truck, my Z71 off-roading. That would be fun, just to see how it would do. I would take it on the same trails and see how it did compared to my Power Wagon. I think that'd be fun. Obviously, because of 2020 and, the crazy stuff going on this year, it's hard to go because a lot of places are closed. And That's what I miss more. I can always look at it online. That's the cool part, is that I have a, video documentation of that truck and all the experiences, so that's pretty fun. And I know a lot of people liked it, so it was cool that, I could show that to people online, and some people really liked it and were inspired to go, modify their truck or take it off road, or even buy a Power Wagon. So that is something that I'll never forget. That was something very, very cool. All the positive community and messages I got around that truck, very, very fun. So the big question is, would I ever buy another one? Yes. Two-part question. Would I ever buy a new truck again? No. The only way I would buy a new truck is if I won the lottery. Like I have, 10 million in my bank account where I wouldn't even notice. Then I would, probably buy a new truck. But it's just my personal opinion. It's just not. I'm not into it anymore. I've been on older vehicles that you can get a nice older vehicle for a few $1,000s, and then maintain it, maybe tidy it up, restore it a little bit, and you're good to go. Something you can be really proud of, and something that'll last. I think older trucks arguably were built better in certain ways. As for buying a Power Wagon again, like I said, yes. I've made videos on before. If I can find an early Power Wagon, so I'm saying like a 2005 to 2007, like the early ones, I would love to get one. I would even take, a quad cab, but it would be really cool to find a regular cab Power Wagon. So that is still on my radar. I look every once in a while, and I would love to get that for the channel. I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. This is always like a big topic because, everyone's different. There's no right or wrong answer. I just think financially and for peace of mind, it's better to kind of, keep the old stuff going. It's way, way more financially effective, way cheaper, for lack of a better term. New trucks are so nice and tough and glamorous, but wow, are they expensive. They're just unbelievably, they're even more expensive now than they were 5 years ago when I bought mine. So it just is unbelievable how inflated that market has become. The biggest way around it is if you have a business, then a business expense, you can write trucks off a little bit. So that is one of the more justified ways to do it. Otherwise, it's just very expensive. So it's worth every penny to some people. And like I said, that's amazing. Hats off to you. I just don't see the point. Old trucks can do the same things most of the time, most daily activities, or even off-road, they can probably handle, and for a fraction, tenth of the price. So in that sense, I do not miss that expensive Power Wagon at all. But yeah, it was a good truck. I still wonder where it is. I did some update videos months and months ago. It was down at Nashville, Tennessee at one point. Then it was in Oklahoma at one point. It's kind of been all over. So I'm not really sure where it's at now. If anyone finds it or bought it, I don't know, let me know. Ideally, I'd like to have good daily drivers and then have a Power Wagon as a toy. So that someday hopefully will happen. You always got to be smart with money and a family and a house, and that's my priority now. So that is why it had to go originally. And that's the story. So yes, I can't believe it's been over a year, but you know what? Life has been good, and it was a good run with that thing, and I hope someone is enjoying it now. And to everyone that still has a Power Wagon, I love Power Wagons. I still would always want to be in the community because it's just a great group of people. Power Wagons are kind of like Jeeps, in my opinion. They have a good, strong following, and they're king of the hill off-road, and they're just completely badass trucks. I don't know how you cannot like them. So, yeah, I always will love Power Wagons, and I'm very, very glad that I owned one. Click that like button, turn it blue for Power Wagons, and remember to subscribe for more truck content. And as always, guys, I'll catch you later.